take shots of ginger ale, but you gotta take 4 shots before you pull up to the parade. And drink responsibly.
So for us to do that, we got to look at ourselves. We got to look in our locker room and see what the hell is, what is going on.
WNBA drama alert. Aja Wilson just called out Caitlin Clark, and it's not for her killer crossover. Nope, we're talking reparations, people. But why? What happened between these two ballers that's got everyone talking? You know how newcomers typically cover their costs? Apparently Aja is rewriting history in a way that nobody anticipated. One of the most enduring traditions in the WNBA is the way rookies handle veterans. Not only should you show your elders respect, but you should also demonstrate that you are aware of the league's culture.
Thing, and I've learned this from college with Coach Staley, is mind over matter. If it don't mind, it don't matter. So some of these things I'm like, I don't have time.
Our posts have been good. We've been getting good bench production, so I'm proud of this group. We've been sharing the ball well. We're taking good shots.
Typically, you would witness rookies buying small gifts for the veterans or taking them out to dinner. Something like a passageway, a gesture that says, hey, I know you've paved the way for us. However, Aja Wilson, she's not following their guidelines. She has completely changed the situation, and it is generating a lot of conversation. Imagine this. Aja is wanting something entirely different from Caitlin Clark. Rather than expecting her to adhere to tradition, she is requesting compensation. Yes, you did indeed hear that. A novice's apologies.
We hold teams under 84, so really good night for us.
All right, the vibe is real. We can feel it brewing here in Indiana. Thank you, ladies.
Crazy, because like I don't think people understand how important this really is. This is huge. It's a Vegas turn up.
Let's break this down now before you start to assume this is some real legal stuff. People are scratching their heads and clicking the share button more quickly than Caitlin can make a three-pointer after Aja dropped this surprise. It's unexpected, fun, and creating quite a stir on social media. It was like someone throwing a match into a pool of gasoline when Aja's comment went viral online. Whoa, prompt response. Fans are exploding as they attempt to decipher her meaning. Is this a joke? Is this thing really serious? Is it a critique of a more significant issue? Everybody has an opinion and they don't hesitate to express it. Some followers are brushing it off with a chuckle, believing it's just Aja being Aja, who is always up for a joke. Some are delving further, questioning whether there's more going on here than first appears. Is she referring to the way inexperienced people are handled? Does it have to do with what people anticipate of new players? Is it only a cunning ploy to officially welcome Caitlin to the league? The fact is, Aja isn't your average player. She is a formidable presence on and off the court, winning the league MVP award. She speaks, and others pay attention. This time, she's talking about one of the most anticipated rookies in WNBA history.
McKenna Warnock, tremendous. So I think it's different, and that's what's going to make it so fun. But you're not going to see a season. And then when we kind of got into a flow and played a little bit more in transition, we were a lot more successful. And obviously Lex was amazing. I don't know.
Caitlin Clark is not your typical rookie. Before she has even played a professional game, she is already making waves in the league by breaking records and attracting attention. Thus, Aja's demands for reparations from Caitlin go beyond a dinner or presents. Discussions about what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA today are being sparked by it. What changes are we seeing? How can one demonstrate respect in a league that is changing so quickly? It's not just fans who are responding either. Commentaries are joining in, ex-players offering their insights, and current WNBA players offering their opinions. While some are praising Aja for stirring things up, others are unsure if this will change the way that rookies and veterans communicate in the future. In all of this, let's not overlook Caitlin Clark. One of the top players in the game is calling her out in the most surprising way conceivable as she enters a league where she is already well known and where expectations are quite high. What will be her response? Will she comply? Is she going to turn it back on Aja?
And other than the first 6 minutes, I thought we executed well. We pushed the pace. I thought we played with good pace all night.
I think it's just I want to experience every single moment and really soak it in. Soak in the games we lose, soak in the games we win.
One player in particular is sticking out from the crowd as the league changes. The statistics clearly show that Caitlin Clark is not your typical rookie. How is she changing the guidelines for players in their first year? Now, let's discuss Caitlin Clark. Not only is this gal creating waves in the WNBA, but she's causing a tsunami. Her time in college, beyond the charts. We're talking about performances that broke records and kept everyone's eyes on her games. And she's in the major leagues now. She's not letting up at all.
The tenacity, the want factor, the physicality, like we just lost that. We had it in the first quarter, that's great.
We're all just continue to be confident in what we've been able to do since you know, we really figured out our identity and who we are. And
most newcomers require some time to get comfortable. With wide eyes, they try to figure out how to play with the pros as they enter. Not Caitlyn. She jumped right in, acting as though she had been here for years. It appears as though she moved directly from the rookie adjustment period to the seasoned pro. Do you know what's truly bizarre? How she's impacting the league. We're not limited to discussing her performance on the court. More people are taking notice of the WNBA than ever thanks to Caitlin Clark. Take this. 1.8 million people watched a game in which Caitlin participated, not less than an NFL Sunday. That is absurd. In comparison, 900,000 people watched a game featuring the league MVP, A'ja Wilson. As a rookie, Caitlin is double those numbers. Not just fans are taking notice, experts are well versed in this. It's being said that Caitlin may be the face of the WNBA that transforms everything. We are discussing a player that has the ability to completely change the story of women's basketball. For someone who's just getting started, that's a lot of pressure, but Caitlin seems to be managing it like a pro. Let's go back to A'ja's demand for compensation now. I think things are beginning to make a little more sense now. A'ja isn't simply making fun of newcomers. She's starting to realize how unique Caitlin Clark is. She sounds like she's saying, hey, you're changing our league, not just joining it. Consider it. Caitlin is attracting viewers, setting records, and igniting a conversation about women's basketball among all. For all the players in the league, that is huge. More viewership translates into more focus, sponsorships, and prospects for all. For the veterans, Caitlin's accomplishment is already paying off in a manner.
Playing in front of 50,000 people in Kinnick Stadium, never been done before, another record. So it's going to be another historic season, really. Simply.
at this point in the season, like, you're obviously very familiar with every single team that you're going to play. Like, this is going to be our fourth time playing them. So
this is where things become really fascinating, though. A'ja's lighthearted request goes beyond merely recognizing Caitlin's influence. In addition, it's a classy way to welcome her to the league, as if to say, we see you, we know you're special, and we're glad you're here. It's a jest wrapped in respect with a dash of healthy rivalry on top. The whole rookie-veteran dynamic is being upended by this. Typically, inexperienced players look up to seasoned players and want to establish themselves. However, Caitlin, the veterans are the ones paying attention to her because of her immense talent and hype. It's the most effective means of completely rewriting the story. You know what's absurd, though? This is only the start. Caitlin hasn't participated in many professional games. She's already creating a lot of noise, but think of what she can accomplish after a complete season. The potential is enormous. A'ja Wilson is playing chess in a larger game when she playfully demands reparations from Caitlin Clark. What's actually going on during this rookie vet conversation behind closed doors?
I think you're seeing that. We can kind of read each other's eyes. We're playing in transition at a better pace, and that's really hard to guard.
Me or just be somebody that's offered advice. So to pass somebody like her, I'm just forever thankful that she's been.
Let's dissect it. To begin with, A'ja doesn't consider Caitlin to be a threat. Not even near. This entire concept of reparations. It's A'ja's method of presenting the rookie sensation with a red carpet treatment. Consider it. When a league MVP calls you out in that manner, it's a spotlight moment rather than a shade. In essence, A'ja is saying, hey Caitlin, we see you. You're not your average novice. The game is being altered by you. It's a wink accompanied by a joke that embodies respect. It's how the pros handle things. This is where things become really fascinating, though. A'ja isn't merely greeting Caitlin. The whole rookie-vet dynamic is being altered by her. Rookies typically want to impress the veterans. They are doing all the menial tasks, including carrying luggage and fetching coffee. A'ja is rewriting that scene. A'ja is recognizing the impact of Caitlin before she has even played a full season by asking for reparations. She sounds like she's saying, you already make the three of us seem good. Buying us dinner would be the least you could do. However, this goes beyond A'ja and Caitlin. It concerns the entire WNBA. A'ja's remark is igniting discussions regarding the league's transformation. How are novices now handled? How can one demonstrate respect in a league that is expanding quickly? Recall that the WNBA is changing at an incredibly rapid pace. Every season brings with it new chances, sponsors, and fans.
Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Be there or be square. If you ain't 4 shots,
It's just me being in the moment or shooting a shot. They need me, so I feel great. I sleep a lot.
Aja has played a major role in that expansion. Caitlyn is now making her appearance, smashing viewing records one after another. When Aja notices that, she's shrewd enough to realize that it benefits everyone. That means that when Aja demands reparations, she's not kidding Caitlyn. She's extending an invitation to join something greater. She seems to be saying, "Kid, welcome to the club. Together, we will do great things." Furthermore, what do you know? The WNBA desperately needs it right now. It requires actors who can complement one another and craft narratives that captivate audiences. Caitlyn and Aja? Not even walking onto the court together, they are accomplishing that. Consider how the media portrays this. There are headlines, fans arguing, and social media buzzing. It's not even playoff season, yet the WNBA is all the talk these days. For a league whose fan base is still expanding, that's gold. However, it goes beyond publicity. Discussions over the league's culture are being sparked by Aja's remark. How do well-known celebrities accept fresh talent? How can they strike a balance between friendship and rivalry? These are the conversations that foster a league's development and expansion. And not to be overlooked are the supporters. They are consuming this. They are taking sides, creating memes, and becoming engrossed in the league's characters. That's how you cultivate a devoted following. That's how you convert infrequent viewers into ardent admirers. That being said, Aja's demand for compensation may not seem like much, but in the realm of professional athletics, where every conversation is scrutinized and every remark has the potential to cause a furor, it's a league-building masterclass. Aja is demonstrating to the globe that there is more to the WNBA than what occurs on the court.
Because basically, they are marketing A'ja Wilson by suppressing anything having to do with the most popular player in the league by far.
And you white girls need to back your ass up while I get what's owed to me. It's all just it's endless reparation.
It's all about the backstories, characters, and connections amongst the players. She's providing supporters with something more than just the facts and scores to cling to. How about Caitlyn? Now is the ideal time for her to answer. Will she comply? Is she gonna turn it back on Aja? I promise that people will be observing her, no matter how she handles it. That is the kind of participation that all sports leagues aspire to.